We are going to be looking at mathematics today, and the topic is addition and subtraction of unit length. In our previous class, we were taught the conversion of meters to centimeters, and we were told to convert meters to centimeters, we multiply by 100. In today's class, we'll be seeing the conversion of centimeter to meter, and converting centimeter to meter, we divide by 100. We do what? We divide by 100. Now, the first exercise given to us is change 795 centimeter to meter. How do we do that? We do that by dividing it by 100. You have 100 here, you put 795 inside the box. Now, how do we go about this division? You now start by saying 100 into 795, it goes just one time, just 7 times. 7 up here, and we now say 7 times 100, you get 700. Always remember, you have to put a subtraction sign. After putting a subtraction sign, you draw a line. Then you now go to the next number. 100 into 95, it's not possible. Now what do? We put a decimal point and add 0 to it. Now you say 100 into 150, you go 9 times. 9 times 100, you get 900. You draw your line. Always remember your subtraction sign. Now 100 into 50, it's not going to be possible. You need to add a 0 to it to make it 500. Now how many times will 100 go into 500? It's 5 times. 5 times 100 is 500. You draw your line. Remember to put your subtraction sign, and when you subtract this, you get 0, 0, 0. Now, what is our final answer? Our final answer is the answer at the top. In converting 795 centimeter to meter, you get 7.95 meters. There's another method you can use in dividing this, a very simple method. Now, this method, you are only to shift your numbers of decimal places depending on the numbers of zeros you have. Now, you have 100 here, and you are asked to divide 795 by 100. What do? You start shifting your numbers from your right hand side. How many places are we shifting the number? 2 places. Why? Because we have 2 zeros. Now we shift 1, 2, and you put your decimal points. Now we have 7.95 meters. Converting 795 centimeters to meter, you get 7.95 centimeters. Now let's go to the second question. Change 358 centimeters to meter. How do we go about that? I told you, in changing centimeters to meter, you divide by 100. You divide this 358 by 100. Now, how many times will 100 go into 300? With 3 times. 3 times 100, you get 300. Always remember your subtraction sign. You draw your line over and subtract. You have 58. Can 100 go into 58? No, it's not possible. You add your 0. When you add your 0, how many times will 100 go into 580? It goes 5 times. 5 times 100, you get 500. You draw your line, and you remember your subtraction sign. Now, how many times will 100 go into 80? It's not possible. You add your 0 to it, and remember your subtraction sign. How many times will 100 go into 800? It's 8 times. 8 times 100, you get 800. You draw your line, and when you subtract, you get 0, 0, 0. We go to the other method. Like I said before, in dividing 358 centimeters to meter, you divide by 100 by shifting your numbers into 2 decimal places. Why are we using 2 decimal places? Because we have 2 zeros. Now we shift the number 1, 2, and put your decimal points. Each time you shift the number, it tells you the numbers of 0 which you are shifting. Now our answer becomes 3.58 meters. Converting 358 centimeters to meter, you get 3.58 meters. Now the last example we are giving Change 421 centimeter to meters. How do we do that? 421 centimeter, you divide by 100. When you divide by 100, how many times will 100 go into 421? 4 times. 4 times 100, you get 400. Now you subtract and bring down your 21. Can 100 go to 21? It's not possible. You need to add your 0. When you add your 0, how many times will 100 go to 210? You have 2 times. Now 2 times 100, you get 200. Remember your subtraction sign. You cross over and you bring down your 10. How many times will 100 go into 10? It's not possible. You add another 0. When you add another 0, how many times will 100 go into 100? It's 1 time. Now you put your 1 here. Then 1 times 100 is 100. Put your subtraction sign and you get 0, 0, 0. Now in the other method, like I said before, each time you divide it by 100, you have to shift it how many times? 2 times, because you have 2 zeros involved. Now you shift 1, 2, and you put your decimal point. Now when you shift that decimal point, you now have 4.21, not 4.21, 21, because this number is less than 1. So your answer becomes 421 centimeter to meter is 4.21 meter. I hope you understood what you learned today. In conversion of centimeters to meter is divide by 100. Divide by 100. If there are questions, you can send it forth on the platform and you'll be given some exercises to do while you are at home. Have a nice day. Thank you.